I hate weddings.
How can you hate weddings?
They just get everybody's hopes up.
They're supposed to get everybody's hopes up. That's the point.
Frank, we look like the Osmonds. I don't know why I have to go through with this. I hardly even know the guy. He sells me papers when I go downtown. That's it.
This isn't about you, Joe. I owe a lot to Tommy. I told him to take the wedding pictures, and you can't wander around the church in a plaid shirt.
I can't believe you told him I was a photographer.
I didn't. I told him you had a camera. Didn't want to get his hopes up.
Yeah, well, you better get a shot of me in this outfit, because this is gonna be the last time.
Are you saying you'd never get married?
That's right.
Haven't you ever thought what it would be like to have someone in your life you didn't have to pretend with? Someone who knew you and loved you for who you are.
No. I like to pretend. Life is pretend. Everybody's playing a role. And look at these outfits. It's all pretense.
It's not pretense, it's ritual. It's about hope.
Yeah, please.
So cynical for one so young.
Frank.
I'm sorry, really.
Just wait.
It's been over an hour.
Come on, let's sit down.
No, he said to wait. He'll be back.
No sign of him. He's completely disappeared.
No, Frank, he's coming. He'll be right back. This isn't fair.
Come on, let's just sit down for a minute. We'll let you know.
Thank you.
I had next week off. We're gonna have a little honeymoon. Nothing fancy, but
Anita, where was Tommy the last time you saw him?
just over there. He said he had to get some air. We're just, talking to people, saying hello, laughing.
Do you remember who in particular he was talking to?
No, just some people. Something's happened to him.
I'm sure he's fine. But just to be on the safe side, Joe and I will look around for him. Why don't you go on home? We'll call you as soon as we find out anything.
Frank? I know what you're thinking. But Tommy would never do that. He loves me.
You really aren't very good at that.
Picky, picky, picky.
Here I am like a complete idiot having an imaginary conversation with a nice lady who tells you the time every 5 seconds.
You're blocking my light.
I know I'm blocking your light. I'm also blocking people from seeing you pick the lock, which I thought was the point. Yeah, hey, Dave. How you doing?
I got it. Oh, we'll never find them in here. What are you looking for?
I don't know.
ticket?
That'll be, $200.
$200? Are you sure?
I'm sure. You fellas in a band?
It's a long story.
Uh-huh. Oh, here it is. There we go.
Are you sure this is the right item?
Oh, this is it, all right. 41 Wexler. Oh, they don't make them like this anymore. A classic.
Who brought this in, do you remember?
Oh, sure. The old guy who runs the newspaper stand on the corner. You know, I was wondering where he got this. They don't come cheap. But hey, as long as he didn't steal it or use it in the commission of a
Did
crime.
he say what he needed the money for? Was he going somewhere?
Nobody tells me nothing, and I don't ask. Are you guys cops or something? You gotta tell me if I ask. It's the law.
We're not cops. We're his friends. He's missing.
He's probably on his honeymoon. He traded in the sacks on a pair of wedding rings.
How much money you got on you?
The action is unbelievable. Thanks, ma'am. $199.50 to go.
Would you get in the car?
Where are we going?
Noteworthy.
Let me guess. Welk, party of 40?
We're looking for Jordan Day.
You found her.
Hi.
Hi.
Haven't seen Tommy Carter around lately, have you?
Do I know you guys?
Frank Hardy, this is my brother, Joe. Tommy's a friend of ours.
Never heard of him.
He's in his 50s, African American, plays the sax.
This sax.
What are you doing with Elmo Sachs?
Who's Elmo?
Who are you guys?
We're friends of Tommy's.
Who is Tommy?
We really need to find him.
Look, I don't know about Tommy, but this sax belongs to Elmo. He sits in with us Tuesday nights. Sweet, sweet player. Shy, though.
Was he ever with anyone?
No. In fact, other musicians packed in here every Tuesday night to see him. You know, people want to talk to him, buy him drinks, but he didn't want any of that seeing. Just kept to himself. The man really and truly came to play.
He never told you anything about himself?
Not that he meant to, but he was a lost soul. There was no hiding that. He played that sax, he'd make you cry. Is he in trouble?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. You wouldn't happen to know anywhere else he played.
Yeah, Cinnamon Club.
Great, let's go.
Oh, don't get too excited. They tore that down before any of us were born.
Look, I just read about it in jazz histories. Elmo said he made a record there once in the 50s or something. The only record he ever made.
If you hear from him, will you call me at this number?
Sure. Do you have any other clothes besides that suit?
I think I got a t-shirt somewhere.
Come back and see the show. Bring a friend if you want to.
Well, maybe Dad didn't have all the boxes alphabetized.
Frank, Dad had the spice rack alphabetized.
Why'd she give you the ticket?
Who?
Who?
She didn't give them to me. She was giving them to us.
She wasn't giving them to us. Bring a friend. Definitely didn't mean me.
Hey, Jimi Hendrix album.
We're looking for Elmo McKay.
You remember what Dad used to say? He said there are two types of people in the world. People who like Jimi Hendrix and people who don't like Jimi Hendrix.
He also used to say that about bagpipes and instant coffee.
Yeah.
Here we are. Jazz and R&B, 1950 to 1962. Look for anything with Cinnamon Club in the title.
Here. Toots Coffee, live at the Cinnamon Club.
Toots Coffee? Who's Toots Coffee? Listen, enjoy this one-of-a-kind release. Toots Coffee burst on the scene with a spectacular debut the night this historic LP was recorded.
What do you think?
I think we found Tommy Carter.
Toots Coffee. Come out. Wherever you are.
Here we are, Entertainment. When was the LP recorded?
June 6, 1953. 53.
Jazz scene. History was made last night when Toots Coffee blew the doors off the venerable old Cinnamon Club with a debut unlike anything this reporter has ever seen. And there's a cross-reference number. Here, entries on Cinnamon Club. Demolished in 1965, site of great moments in musical history, and the site of a notorious underworld murder on June 6, 1953 that has never been solved. Man, the same night.
These are the photos from the wedding.
Look at the way he took those. It's like I have no chin.
Told you, it's those stupid bow ties.
Hey, here, there's an article on the murder.
Print it.
Tony Cilento, charged with the murder of underworld figure Salvatore Battaglia, has been exonerated of all charges. It is believed that the state's case collapsed when a reputed eyewitness failed to come forward.
Tommy, that's the eyewitness.
Gotta be. There's a picture of the guy Cilento.
What do you think?
That's Jimmy Norty.
Who is he?
I don't really know him. He came with my friend Penny. What's going on?
We think that 40 years ago, Tommy maybe witnessed a murder. His real name is Toots Coffee. He's a musician.
A musician?
He plays the sax.
Are you okay?
Okay. This is the man I loved. Now, what am I supposed to do?
We want to help you, Anita, but we have to find this Jimmy Nardi. Do you have any idea where he could be?
Maybe Penny knows. I'll give you her number.
Great. Look, why don't you go on home? Just in case Tommy calls. If he does call, give him my number and tell him that I have to talk to him right away. Mr. Nardi? I'm Frank Hardy. This is my brother, Joe. You were at Anita Jackson's wedding.
Is that a question?
We want to ask you about Toots Coffee.
Never heard of him.
What about Salvatore Battaglia?
How'd you find me?
Penny. She said you came here.
We know what Tommy saw that night. Killing him won't make any difference now.
Killing him? Who's killing him?
Then why is he running?
Force of habit. I've been seeing that face every night for 40 years. When I saw him at the church, it didn't even seem real. Next thing I knew, he was gone. Look, I got his face burned into my memory just as good as he's got mine.
What'd you do, threaten him?
I was a bad guy then, an up-and-comer, you know? Now I'm just an old man that everybody's forgotten about.
Everybody except Toots Coffee.
Frank Hardy. Who is? What? Slow down. Calm down. I can't understand you. It's Anita. Tommy called to say goodbye. What kind of voices? Okay. No, you stay there. We'll take care of it.
You say where he was?
No, but she said she heard voices in the background, like announcements.
The airport.
No, remember? He had to hawk his sacks to buy the wedding ring.
The
The
bus,
bus station. Whoa. You're coming with us. I think you owe him.
Bus station.
Bus 43A, departing from platform B.
No. You stay here. We'll never find him, even if he's still here. Excuse me.
Where's the courtesy desk?
Come on.
Paging Toots Coffee. Paging Toots Coffee. Toots Coffee to the information desk. Toots Coffee to the information desk. Final call, bus 43A, departing from platform B. Paging Toots Coffee to the information desk.
Are you okay?
I've been better.
It's over, Tommy.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, and now, after a long absence, Toots Coffee.
Yeah, too.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to be back. Here's a song I wrote that I'd like to dedicate to my lovely wife. Something called Love Don't Change.
I love weddings.